You ever just keep seeing something on a shelf or a store page and you go, nah, not this time. And then finally, you're buying something else anyway. You see it again and go, okay, fine. Let's try King's Bounty: The Legend. I have all the Windows King's Bounty games besides the second game. Well, besides King's Bounty 2. This is going to take some finagling. Okay, there we go. This is going to be Let's Try because this is a genre that I'm not really necessarily a fan of. It's a Heroes of Might and Magic-like RPG, which, I mean, I know it's heresy, but I'm not that huge on the HOM games. Just, it's not a style that I'm hugely into. But hey, might as well try. Let's hit new game. Let's see, we have 3 classes: Warrior, Paladin, and Mage. Warrior is a skilled commander whose power consists in his ability to command a mighty army. At the start of the game, the warrior receives 2 skills of might and strong combat abilities. When the warrior gains a new level, he develops his might skills and increases his leadership faster than either the paladin or the mage. This allows him to hire more troops earlier in the game. Only the warrior can learn the skills of Iron Fist and Anger. We're stuck with a male protagonist. Paladin. Okay, the name Christian does not fit into a fantasy world. A relentless fighter of evil, the Paladin is a class that bridges the gap between warrior and mage. He evenly develops his capacity for both might and magic. The Paladin learns mind skills easily. Only a Paladin can learn the skills Holy, Anger, and Runic Stone. In developing his mind skills, a Paladin receives greater advantages when fighting against the undead and demons compared with other classes. The mage prefers wisdom and knowledge over brute force. He cannot command mighty armies, and he knows less of tactics, which increases the fighting capability of his troops. Instead, the mage strengthens friendly troops and weakens enemies by casting powerful elemental spells and resurrecting slain allies. Even a mage with a few troops is capable of defeating mighty enemy armies. Only the mage can learn the pinnacle of the magical arts, and he alone can gain the additional skills Higher Magic and Alchemy. I mean, the whole point of the game is building up massive armies, isn't it? Let's stick with Warrior. Bill Gilbert.
King Mark's ascent to the throne was unusual for the glorious kingdom of Darien. During the solemn ceremony, Prince Karl relinquished the throne to his younger brother. Having passed the crown, Karl retired to a remote location in the provinces, there dedicating himself to science, which held a far greater attraction to him than power. Thus, the younger Prince Mark became king, and soon was called wise for his deeds. For long years, nothing darkened the rule of Mark the Wise. Trouble seemed to flee the kingdom, and the people sincerely loved and respected their ruler. But the king grew sad, for he was not blessed with children. Science and magic proved useless, and so the king appealed to the gods of Endoria, and his prayer was heard. The gods sent him a baby, a beautiful girl, and the king named her after the brightest star in the night sky, Amelie. As the years went by, the gods looked on as the fate of Darien turned. First, news from the elven lands ceased, and then there arose armed conflicts between old allies. First the dwarves, and then it was the pirates from the Islands of Freedom who became too bold. Perhaps worse was the restlessness from within. The undead were on the rise. Robbery became commonplace. The mages complained of strange surges of magic, and storms and earthquakes, formerly quite rare, began to sweep the kingdom.
My man just said mages.
However, these difficulties only strengthened the spirit of those who would dedicate their lives to the service of the kingdom. True heroes are wanted always, and today, young knights, guarantors of stability and keepers of the peace across their native lands and the whole world of Endoria, are completing their training in the Knight's Temple. Young knight, your time has come. Your mentor, Richard, awaits in the training center. A single step is all that separates you from a life filled with breathtaking adventure. So go now. Show the world what you can do.
You're in the Darien Knight's Temple, where your mentor, Iron Richard, will determine your future. I hope this is visible. I couldn't get it to record in full screen, so I had to put it on windowed, which means I have to be in a 720p window. Which doesn't really look right. But, alright. So we have 4,000 gold, 0 rage out of 25, 13 mana out of 13. Oh, looks like we have free movement in this building. Game looks like Eldavid. Let's see, we have 4 bowmen, 6 swordsmen, and 3 bears? I feel like I want swordsmen and bears in front of the bowmen. So let's see, hero window. We have 210 leadership, 2 attack, 1 defense, 0 intellect. Not sure what this is. We have a skill tree. Interestingly enough, we have 1 point in training. Helps hero train his troops, teaching them new battle skills. Learn skills. Swordsman get smashing blow. Next level, I get flaming arrow and smashing blow. Costs these runes: might runes, mind runes, magic runes. Anger, our hero's rage increases when his troops exchange strikes. Rage gain plus 25%. Rage control increases the maximum amount of rage. Combat readiness, all troops in the hero's army receive less damage from physical attacks during the first round. Damage is reduced by 10%. That's not bad. Master of Spirits increases the experience received by Spirits of Rage during combat. Spirits of Rage? Bowman Commander. We'll worry about this stuff when I can actually put points into it. Scouting allows the hero to see what creatures compose enemy troops if they're on the adventure map outside of castles and shelters. Magic. Meditation speeds up the mana restoration of the hero while on the adventure map by 30%. I'm not going to worry about that yet. Looks like we've got a good chunk of inventory slots. We have regalia, helmet, weapon, armor, boots, shield or offhand weapon, belt or regalia, artifact. And we can't really look at our troops. Like, let's see, spells. We have 3 points of haste, it looks like. Oh no, that's 3 level 1 scroll increases target speed. Huh. I didn't think that's... Oh. Magic scrolls. You can cast a spell directly from a magic scroll, in which case mana is not required, but the scroll disappears after using. Also, you can learn spells from magic scrolls. A number of scrolls. Let's see. I need 2 crystals and distortion magic 1 level to scribe that. Alright, let's do what the game wants me to and talk to this dude. Well, well, Bill Gilbert, come. Stand still and listen to me closely. The time of study here was finished for you from the moment you entered into the hall. It is time that you face the tests. Know that these tests will determine your destiny. What will be your choice? As the top student, you have the right to refuse the test. In this case, I'll decide by myself where you to serve. I know you well, so I think you'll be satisfied. Pass the test. Do my heart good, Bill Gilbert. I'm proud of you. Here's the first task. Every self-respecting knight is obliged to kill dragons and save beautiful princesses. At least that's what the common people think, thanks to those catchy pop songs the bards sing in the taverns. And we can't disappoint them, right? The first room will find a dragon and a princess you must save. Good luck. I'm a real warrior. You can't scare me with a dragon. I wonder if it's courage or foolishness that guides your tongue. Anyway, a good sword will be useful to you. You can take one from the chest. I think you know what to do with it. After all, it was I who taught you the art of sword fighting. Am I supposed to beat a dragon with a training sword? Of course you can't handle the dragon by yourself, so a troop of knights and horsemen will go with you. We'll see how skilled of a commander you are. Of Of course, may also act with cunning. Your task is to rescue the princess, so you may leave the dragon alive if you choose. On the other hand, a real knight always goes bravely into combat, and combat experience is always a good thing. Alright, Bill Gilbert, go ahead. And we'll sort this dragon out for sure, thank you. Okay. Training sword. Go into hero. +1 to attack, cost 800. Stone burial urn. Inside the stone bowl, you find only ashes and a spider web. Some gold. Some more gold. I really don't know how else I'm supposed to control the camera, but it really swings super far. Some mind rune over here. Dummy, enemy troop, anything else notable? Some gold. Take the dummy dressed in rags. Dang. So there's a chest here. Enemy will counterattack. Let's see. Can't make multiple actions. Bowman, shoot for 5 to 7 damage. 5. Oh, I can. Oh, yes, I can. Oh, he has 700 health. Flight. Aids giants. Magic resistance. Fire protection. Immune to mind spells. Christ. Smashing blow. 6 to 9 points. That's in addition, I guess. Cripes. Alright. Emerald Green Dragon. Bears can run. Receives 2 additional action points to rush the enemy. Not really necessary here. Okay, that was funny. Just drag the freaking cavalryman. 1 horseman killed. 1 horseman killed. I really can't tell if I was genuinely expected to do the fight. This is, like, weirdly non-tutorial-y, too. It's just like, hey, figure it out yourself. Let's see, what is this? Ice Arrow. Inflicts 3 to 4 points of damage and freezes his target. It's not quite slain, but... I thought you had double attack, bears. Where's your rage? Rage, you damn nerd. I need to watch more of that. Pretty nasty casualties, but I mean, it is the tutorial that I think they expect me to lose a lot. Have you saved the princess yet? Or am I going to be waiting around all afternoon? I saw the inscriptions on the dummy. One of them belongs to a... Wait, what? Inscriptions. Richard Irontooth was here. Does this name mean anything to you? The handwriting is pretty familiar. Oh, how perceptive you are. Alright, I'll tell you, but keep it a secret. This dummy has been used for tests for quite a while. I used to get chased by the dragon, too. Only back when they put the dummy on wheels. So yes, I scratched the inscription. Back then my nickname was the Iron Tooth. Then I lost my Iron Tooth in another fight, so then I just became Iron Richard. I have another couple of questions. I saved the princess. Here she is. I mean, her brains. Anyway, here they are. Fine. I hope the dragon still made you run a lot. Brian Gilbert. Give me the dummy. It needs to be saved a few more times today. Take it. So what's next? Next test will be a bit more difficult. The second room, a malicious necromancer with a whole army of skeletons and zombies awaits you. You are to kill the villain and take the Book of Death from him. Is that clear? Ah yes, take these scrolls. I think they'll come in handy in your combat with the Dark Wizard. The necromancer will use magic for sure, so keep your eyes open. I'll use magic scrolls. During combat, you can open the spell book and read a scroll. If the spell works, the scroll disappears. You can also learn a scroll, and it will stay in the book forever. Learn spells when you upgrade it, which increases their power. You need to have the right skill in the magic school. In the magic skills tree, then in the spell book, you can turn scrolls into Delve of Crystals. Okay. Test awaits me. Let's talk later. Haste 1 and Flaming Arrow. No stuff in this one, it seems. Oh, there's an urn. Among the ashes, you discover a heavy purse. You certainly appreciate the tradition of burying the deceased with a part of his property, in order that they might live better in the next world. So, I see another brave warrior approaches, who wishes to separate me from life. But you will choose the way of darkness, or you will die. You can't win me over. I'm not interested in the darkness. Defend yourself, necromancer. A true warrior has come. Yoink. Alright, go ahead and freeze the spider unit. Move the hero. Casts haste on skeletons. Wait, which one is the necromancer? Must kill this cruel necromancer to pass the test. Oh, he's not actually a unit on the field right now. Kill 7 to 9. Do this? Oh, nice. Crit. And then keep firing on the spiders. You got a good thwack in there. Counterattack, that's the one. Yeah, that helplessness spell didn't go exactly as you'd hoped, did it, buddy? Alright, walk here and you can at least kind of block in. Oh, knights aren't... Okay, so knights are not my hero. Hero is not on the field in general. Victory. No casualties. We get the Book of the Dead and 590 gold. The evil book, which was taken from the necromancer's body. So, like, am I expected to spend my skill points right now, or what? A banner. Plus 32 leadership. Okay. Can't do anything with that pedestal. This is weird. But I mean, We're still tutorialing. So, what? Is the necromancer now intimately acquainted with the death he so loved? I've killed the necromancer and brought you the book. Fine. Good job, Bill Gilbert. By the way, did you happen to notice anything unusual about this necromancer? Magic. He didn't use the spells that necromancers normally use. You're right. Actually, it was not a necromancer at all. It was Father William, one of the temple's priors, who kindly agreed to play the role of the necromancer in the test. He's aged, naturally. His spells don't work well with the undead. The point is, undead creatures under his command take more penalties. Does that mean I killed Father William? Don't worry, it's not the first time he took part in the test. Actually, he's perfectly alright and is waiting for the next student to come in. Okay, give me the damned book. Here it is, safe and sound. What's the last test? Yes, only the final test remains. You know that the ancient temples and ancient and abandoned treasuries are the main source of gold and rare magic artifacts and spells, so searching for treasures and artifacts will be your next step. Go into the catacombs. There are a few chests buried there, and in one of them there's a piece of my armor. You must bring it back, and the rest of the rags you can take for yourself. Is that clear? To dig out treasure? How should I do that? Why are you asking how? With a shovel, of course. Choose a suspicious-looking space where in your opinion, the treasure is probably situated, and dig. If you guess right, you get the treasure. If not, a couple of work calluses and a pile of dirt. Check out treasure, push the button near the radar with an image of a shovel, or push the hotkey D. Alright. Interesting. So, like, up here where there's the glow? Nothing. But no inherent penalty. I wonder if there's, like, an artifact that raises the dig radius. Alright, let's fight some spiders. Helplessness scroll. Let's see. Chip away at you. If you charge, then you can just immediately kill that unit. The Thorn Hunters. Let's see, you have a speed of 3. So I'm actually going to make you come back to me. Defense. You can finish this guy off. I wonder if damage, like, lingers between fights. I guess I can test this. No, it does not seem to. So if I can get through a fight, you know, taking a hit, but, you know, not losing one of a unit, and that seems to work out well. 150 gold. Aha. Clay bowl. So it seems like the game will generally tell me where treasure is if I stand around. Yeah. Magic poleaxe. You've taken the Rusty Knight's boot out of the chest. By the way, your Iron Master wears just the same size boots as these. Wait, what was... Oh, that was a bell. Magic poleaxe creates magical axes which inflict intense physical damage to a single target. Okay. Clay bowl. An ordinary bowl made of clay. +5 to mana. -1 intellect. Oh, it's a helmet. Sure, why not? I'm not using intellect anyway. Let's keep poking around down here. I mean, hey, if I can get another artifact or two, which it doesn't seem like is going to be the case unless there's something up here. There is. Okay, you move up. Defend. Are the spiders making horse noises? It does seem that way. Knights move up. You can come around back and stabby these spiders. Move. And shoot. Open the chest. Get the gold. Counter is not enough to finish it. Yeah, you finish that one. Okay. Don't lose a single bowman, though, I don't think. Oh, I did. Alright. Back off, and you can win. That was unfortunate. I should have done the charge ability. Alright, you move in and probably draw aggro. God, why? How cruel. Just punch the spider, oh my god. Lost a bowman. Iron Tooth. An artificial tooth made of a solid silvery metal. It's a regalia 20 bonus to leadership. Oh, that's just showing where it was. Oh, a cartwheel. An ordinary wheel off a cart, shield, +2 defense, -1 intellect. I mean, I'll take it. So what? Have you found the treasure? My legs are numb from standing here. I'm going to be late for the feast. I think I've found what you needed. By the way, what is that strange luminescence that I saw above the buried chests? Wow, the boot. So that's what I put into the damn chest. I've been looking for it a whole month and could never find it. It's been rusted through it for a long time. Luminescence, you say? Ah, that's your gift revealing itself. It's a pretty rare gift, I should say. Humans with such gifts are able to find secrets hidden in the ground treasures, for example. This means I passed the test. Yes, yes, you passed. Well done. Well, well. Oh, look at this. The coins I hid for a rainy day. They're still here in the heel. So, how about the test? Yes. Let's consider everything in the right order. So, the rescuing of the princess. Not bad, not bad. But dragon hunting, to be honest with you, it's not your strong point. You could become an good evil spirit slayer. You passed the test, so that's good. There's one more thing. The last test you passed brilliantly. I think you could become a fine treasure searcher. Treasure searcher? Yes, to tell you the truth, it's been a long time since I've seen a student who had such potential for becoming a good treasure searcher. Besides, with your gift of seeing treasures, this gift should serve the benefit of the Darien crown. Of course, that all sounds pretty good, but I've always dreamt of glorious feats, not about hunting for treasure. Don't worry, your future life will be 1,000 times more interesting and dangerous than you've dreamed. You'll explore deep caves, high mountains, and faraway countries. Probably all in Doria will know your name, Bill Gilbert. In the name of the Council of Mentors of the Knights School of Darien, I, Chief Mentor Iron Richard, proclaim you to be a full knight. Be honest and fair. Carry the title with pride and dignity, and may your deeds for the glory of Darien and your knight's honor bring you fame throughout the land. I serve Darien. I'm recommending you for the royal service as a treasure hunter. Here, take these reference letters to His Majesty, King Mark the Wise. And don't forget your teacher. Come by the Knight's Temple whenever you like. I'll always be glad to see you. After these years together, you've almost become like a son to me. Young, high-spirited, and certainly talented, he'll become a fine knight. Now get out of here. They're waiting for you in the castle, and I've got a couple of more of you knuckleheads that I need to test. Thank you, Mentor. See you later. Alright, so I guess next time on Let's Try King's Bounty: The Legend, we're going to go turn in these papers.